Seneca's Philosophy, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Life. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Lucius Annius Seneca, an ancient Roman philosopher, statesman and playwright. Now you might be wondering, why should I care about a guy who lived over 2,000 years ago? Well, Seneca's insights are surprisingly relevant today. Whether you're dealing with stress, anxiety, time management, or emotional control, his philosophy offers powerful tools to help navigate modern life. In this video, we'll explore Seneca's life, his key philosophical ideas, and most importantly, how you can apply this ancient wisdom to your everyday life. Stick around till the end, and you'll walk away with practical strategies to live a calmer, more meaningful life. Part 1. Who was Seneca? Let's start with the basics. Who was Seneca? Seneca was born around 4 BCE in Córdoba, Spain, but he spent most of his life in Rome. He was a philosopher, a politician, and even a playwright. But what he's best known for is being the tutor of Emperor Nero. Yes, that Nero, the infamous Roman emperor. Now, Seneca's life wasn't exactly smooth sailing. He was incredibly wealthy and held significant power in the Roman Empire. Yet he constantly preached about simplicity, moderation, and self-discipline. Isn't that ironic? A rich man telling people to live simply. But as we'll see, there's more to it than that. Despite his influence, Seneca's life ended tragically. He was accused of plotting against Nero and was forced to commit suicide. And here's the remarkable part: he faced death with calmness and dignity, practicing exactly what he preached. So Seneca's life raises a powerful question. How can we maintain inner peace even when the world around us is falling apart? That's what his philosophy is all about. Part 2. The core principles of Seneca's philosophy. Now that you know who Seneca was, let's get into the good stuff, his philosophy. Seneca was a Stoic philosopher, but he wasn't just interested in big ideas or theories. For him, philosophy was like a toolkit, something practical you use to solve real-life problems. Here are his core teachings that are just as relevant today as they were in ancient Rome. 1. Attitude toward fate. Fate assists the prepared. First, Seneca teaches us about fate, or more specifically, how we respond to the things we can't control. He famously said, "We cannot control the wind, but we can adjust the sails." Think about that. Life throws unexpected events at us all the time. A job loss, a breakup, health issues. We can't control these things, but we can control how we respond to them. Seneca believed that suffering often comes not from the event itself, but from our reaction to it. So the key isn't trying to avoid difficulties, it's preparing your mind to face them with resilience. Here's a simple exercise. The next time something goes wrong, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow because of it?" That shift in perspective is what Stoicism is all about. 2. The value of time. Time is the most precious resource. Now let's talk about something even more valuable than money. Time. In his essay on the shortness of life, Seneca drops some hard truths. We are frugal with our money, but wasteful with our time. Think about your own life for a second. How often do we guard our money carefully, but waste hours scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, or stressing over things that don't matter? Seneca believed that the biggest tragedy in life isn't dying too soon. It's wasting the time you were given. Here's a practical tip. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I spend my time wisely today? If the answer is no, don't beat yourself up. Just adjust your sails for tomorrow. 3. Managing anger. Anger is a temporary madness. Seneca wrote an entire essay on this called On Anger, and he starts with a powerful line, "Anger is a brief madness." When you think about it, that's true. Anger clouds your judgment. It makes you say and do things you regret later. Seneca didn't say you should never feel anger. Emotions are natural. But he believed that we should control our emotions instead of letting them control us. So what do you do when you're angry? Here's a simple trick. Pause. Take a deep breath. Count to 5 before you say or do anything. And ask yourself, is this reaction going to help me or hurt me? Most of the time, you'll realize that staying calm is the better choice. 4. Reflection on death. Death is not to be feared, but prepared for. Okay, this next topic might sound a little dark, but trust me, it's important. Seneca believed that thinking about death isn't morbid, it's actually the key to living well. He wrote, "Death is not the end of life, but a part of it." Why would anyone want to reflect on death? Because when you accept that life is temporary, you start to appreciate it more. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start focusing on what truly does. So instead of fearing death, Seneca teaches us to live in a way that we're ready for it at any time. That doesn't mean being reckless. It means living with intention. Part 3. Applying Seneca's wisdom to modern life. Now comes the best part. How do we actually use Seneca's wisdom in our daily lives? His philosophy isn't just for ancient Romans, it's for anyone who wants to live a calmer, more focused and meaningful life. 1. Stress management. First, let's talk about stress. Most of our stress comes from worrying about things we can't control, like what other people think, what might happen in the future, or past mistakes we can't change. Seneca's advice is simple. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. Try this exercise. Every morning, write down 2 lists. Things I can control: my actions, my attitude, my effort. Things I can't control: other people's opinions, the weather, the past. Then focus all your energy on the first list. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel. 2. Time management. Next, let's revisit time management because let's be honest, we all struggle with it. Seneca said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Here's a practical tip. Instead of just making a to-do list, try creating a to-be list. What kind of person do you want to be today? Do you want to be focused, kind, disciplined, or creative? When you focus on who you want to be, not just what you want to do, your priorities become clearer. 3. Emotional control. Lastly, let's talk about emotional control. We can't avoid emotions like fear, anger, or sadness. They're part of being human, but we can learn to manage them. Seneca said, "Emotions are optional reactions." Next time you're overwhelmed, try this. Pause, take a step back, and imagine you're giving advice to a friend in the same situation. What would you tell them? This helps you gain perspective and respond with wisdom instead of impulsiveness. Conclusion. So what's the big takeaway from Seneca's philosophy? It's simple. You can't control everything in life, but you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your freedom. I'll leave you with one of Seneca's most profound quotes. Happiness is not found in external circumstances, but in our inner state. If this video inspired you or made you think differently, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What part of Seneca's philosophy resonated with you the most? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.